Good evening, students. Love you all because you have been awesome kids. Now we'll start. Already lecture 1 has been done. Okay. Now we'll start with lecture 2. In lecture 1, there was an assignment given to all of you all, and probably many students must have faced difficulty in the first sum. Okay. Already 9th standard sum was done. So I thought this sum would have been easier for you, but no problem. There was a doubt which many students have asked to me. The dimensions were given 16 into 11. So what would be considered length? What should be considered breadth, right? So it's very clear that the first part which is there, that the first term is always length, second term is always breadth, and third term is always height. Again, students, if you have any specific doubts with regards to assignment, what you can do is you can tell your sub-center heads, our partners, tell them in our group that I have a doubt in this sum, so we can provide a help with that. Is it clear? Because many students have asked, I have provided the same to them. So we'll start today with lecture 2. Okay. Let me share my screen. Very simple sums, but slightly different, like you can say topics, different objects we are taking today. Okay. It's with you all ready. And formula sheet is there in front of us. Is it clear? So we can start now, students. This is the sum in front of us. Lecture 2, we are starting. Yesterday we completed lecture 1, and this is the problem set 7, sum number 1, sub question 4. The question is in front of us. Find the curved surface area of a cone of radius 7 centimeter and height 24 centimeter. Now students, these are the options given to us. So tell me, what is the given information in this sum? Yes, the given information says that for a cone, radius is given 7 centimeter. Is it clear to all of you? We have written it down. And height, h, we represent. Radius we represent by small r, and height we represent by small h. Is given 24 centimeter. Now this is about a cone. Radius is given to us, and perpendicular height, that is a straight height, 24 centimeter is given to us. Now students, what are we supposed to find? In the question they're asking us to find the curved surface area of a cone. Now tell me, what is the formula to find the curved surface area of the cone? Yes, the sheet is there in front of you. Perfect. We have to find the curved surface area. So formula is pi RL. Students, value of pi is constant, which we already know, either 22/7 or 3.14. Perfect. Radius, we know. Radius is given 7 centimeter. And slant height, we don't know. L is not given to us. So we have to find the slant height. Now students, what is the formula for slant height? Look in the formula sheet. What is the formula? Perfect. L is equal to under root of r square plus h square. Is it clear? So here we know the value of r and we know the value of h. So we can substitute. Therefore, L is equal to root of 7 square plus 24 square. Now it's easy. 7 square. How much is 7 square? Yes, 7 square is 49. And 24 square is 576. Remember this. 24 square is how much? 576. So 49 plus 576. We'll add it. On adding, 49 plus 576 is 625. So slant height, we have got root of 625. How much is the square root of 625? Tell me. Yes, it's very easy, right? Square root of 625 is 25. So can we say slant height is 25 centimeter? Now students, we have got the slant height, that is L. Now we have already discussed what is the formula for curved surface area of cone. Yes, curved surface area of cone is equal to pi RL. Now we know pi, we know r, we know L, so we can substitute. But as we have discussed, what should we take the value of pi? 22/7 or 3.14. Now students, if you see how much is the radius given, it's 7. So it's a hint to us. Is it very clear? So pi is 22 upon 7 into radius. Radius is 7 into L. L is slant height 25. 7 will get cancelled. Students, I want you to multiply 22 into 25. Yes, multiply 22 into 25 and tell me what is the answer. Yes, did you get the answer? Perfect. Is equal to 550 centimeter square. Is it clear to all of you? So what is the curved surface area of cone? Yes, we have got the answer. Curved surface area of cone is 550 centimeter square. So tell me students, from the options, can we say option D is the correct answer? Is this very clear? Yes. Now I would like to repeat again this to you all. Whenever the sum will come with options, it's a 1 mark question. Board doesn't expect you to solve our entire sum. We just have to solve it roughly and get the right answer and just write sum number 1, sub question 4 and option B. That's it. We'll get 1 mark for that. Is it clear? So no need of writing this sum. I'll tell other sum later. Okay. Practice at 7.1, sum number 3. Now here, if we see, the question says, find the total surface area of the cylinder if the radius of its base is 5 centimeter and height is 40 centimeter. So here we can clearly see the cylinder is given to us. So for better understanding, there is a cylinder in front of us. For a cylinder, how much is the radius given? Yes, radius is given 5 centimeter. So we'll write down the radius R is equal to 5 centimeter. What more information is given? Yes, we can clearly see in the question, height is given 40 centimeter. So H height is given 40 centimeter. And what are we supposed to find? Total surface area of the cylinder. So students, look in the formula sheet and tell me what is the formula to find the total surface area of the cylinder. Yes. Can you see all of you? Its total surface area of cylinder is equal to 2 pi r plus h. So now 2 pi r, pi, what is the value of pi? This is very important here. Here, if you see radius 5 centimeter, now tell me, if radius is 5 or height 40, whichever two values are given to us, tell me, are these numbers the multiple of 7? Again, I would like to tell what is the meaning of multiple. Multiple means a number which comes in the table of 7. Does 5 come in the table of 7? No. Does 40 come in the table of 7? No. So can we say here we can take the value of pi as 3.14. This is for easy calculation. Is it clear? So we are taking the value of pi as 3.14 into radius. How much is the radius? 5. So now we have written radius as 5 in bracket r plus h. R is 5 plus h. Now h we know it is 40. So this is what we have. Now students, I'll help out with simple calculations. 2 into 5. How much is 2 into 5? 10. Into 3.14 into 5 plus 40. How much is 5 plus 40? Yes. Now 10 into 3.14. How much is 10 into 3.14? Yes, we can write it as 31.4. One decimal would move to the left. So 31.4 into 45. Now I want you all to multiply this and give the answer. I'm giving you exactly 30 to 40 seconds for the calculation. The time starts now. Okay, so did you get the answer? So 31.4 into 45. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is 1413 centimeter square. Now, students, again, the most important part which we discussed yesterday as well about units. Now, here we are finding area, total surface area. When we are finding area, the unit would be in terms of square. Now, radius is centimeter, height is in centimeter. Since radius and height are in centimeters, area would be centimeter square. I hope all of you have understood this. So finally, we can write total surface area of cylinder is 1413 centimeter square. I'm giving you exactly 2 minutes to write this entire sum. No need of drawing the figure. Okay, finish writing all of you all?
फोन देगा
Okay, so next sum, practice at 7.1, sum number 1. Find the volume of cone if the radius of its base is 1.5 centimeter and its perpendicular height is 5 centimeter. Now we have a cone in front of us. Okay, this is the shape of a cone. How much is the radius of its base given? So for the cone, radius is given 1.5 centimeter. So we'll write down that radius small r is 1.5 centimeter. And perpendicular height, that means h. Perpendicular height is represented as h. So how much is h given? Perfect. So height h is given 5 centimeter. Now students, what are we supposed to find in this sum? You can see the question. Question says we have to find the volume of cone. Now tell me, students, what is the formula to find volume of cone? Yes, in the formula sheets it's clearly given to you all, right? Perfect, very good. Volume of cone is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. Now we can substitute the values because we know radius, we know h. So we can solve this sum. 1/3 into pi. Now what is the value of pi we can take? Yes, can we take is 3.14 or we should take 22/7? Yes, we can take 3.14 because radius is 1.5, which is not the multiple of 7, and height is 5, which is again. Yes, radius is 1.5 centimeter. Just a moment, students. There's a technical glitch we have. This was the sum we were discussing of. Radius 1.5 and we have got perpendicular height as 5 centimeter. So volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Now 1/3 into pi. Pi is 22/7. Nahi lenge.
चवाल
22/7 we are taking 3.14 into radius. How much is radius? 1.5 into h. H is 5, right? But r square. So r square means r into r. So we are writing it as 1.5 into 1.5.
ये येता ना हे पिक असा स्क्रीनशॉट.
H is 5 centimeter. Now students, if you have to calculate this 1.5, if you assume it as 15, so we can do the calculation. So 3 ones are 3 0.5 because normally 3 5 is 15, but it is not 15, it is 1.5. So 3 0.5. So now we are left with 3.14 into 0.5 into 1.5 into 5. Students, I want you all to multiply this and give me the answer. I'm giving you 1 minute for the calculation. Do the calculation.
गुड मॉर्निंग. माझे डोळे तरी दिसतात का तुला? नाही, तुझ्या डोळ्यांचं तर बोल.
775 centimeter cube. Again, the most important part is to remember the units. Don't forget to write the units. Here, we are dealing with centimeter in the sum. And final answer we have to find out is of volume. And I have already told it to you all in the last lecture as well. Whenever we are dealing with volume, the unit should be treated in terms of cube. For area, the unit is in terms of square, but in case of volume, the unit is in terms of cube. So finally, we can say therefore volume of cone is 11.775 centimeter cube. Is it clear to all of you? Yes, come on. I'm giving you 2 minutes to write down this sum. Here there's a mistake. Don't write volume of coin, but it is volume of cone. Okay, my apologies for that. Volume of cone is 11.775 centimeter cube.
मधलं दाब ना, लगेच कट करते. तुझं
I made a mistake. Sorry, just note it down.
हा गावाला बसल्यावर चिमण्यां बिमण्यांचे आवाज येतात, ते कोंबड्या बिमड्यांचे. हा सर.
Finished, students? Okay, can we move ahead? Perfect. Now this is a very, very important sum. Mark it. I want all of you to mark this sum as very important sum. Okay, this sum will come for 3 marks. Sometimes it has come for 4 marks as well. That's why it's a very important sum. Problem set 7, sum number 4. Now here in this sum, we'll go step by step. A metal parallelepiped. Now what is the meaning of metal parallelepiped? Metal parallelepiped means cuboid. Here the dimensions of cuboid are given to us. Now if you remember in the assignment 1, something this type of dimensions were given, right? It was already given, but because we have done this type of sums in 9th standard. So here students, today in the start of the lecture also we discussed, whenever the dimensions are given in this form, the first part is always the length. So length is given 16 centimeters, so we'll highlight length. Breadth is given 11 centimeters, so we'll highlight 11. And height is given 10 centimeters, so we'll highlight the height as well. So students, length is given, breadth is given, height is given in this sum. Okay. Now this cuboid was melted to make coins. So understand students, it's a very important thing. The cuboid is melted, and after melting it, various coins are made from it. So first of all, we need to understand what is the shape of a coin. Normally, many students, if I ask what is the shape of a coin, you say coin is circular in shape. Yes? Students, no, coin is circular, the upper face, where the denominations are given 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, where the denomination is given, that surface is circular. But if anybody henceforth ask it to you, what is the shape of coin? The shape of coin is cylindrical. Remember this. Okay. For your understanding, we have shown a coin. Now, when you look the coin sideways, it is cylindrical in shape. Many students, if I ask what is the shape of coin, you say circular. No, the upper face of the coin is circular, where the denomination is given 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee. The upper face is circular, but coin is not circular. Coin is cylindrical in shape. Is it very clear to all of you? So henceforth, whenever I ask what is the shape of coin, your answer should be cylindrical. Got it? Now, what are the dimensions of coin given to us? Now, if you see, the dimensions are clearly given. Diameter of a coin is 2 centimeter. Can you see? They have mentioned thickness and diameter is 2 millimeter and 2 centimeter respectively. So diameter is 2 centimeter. Now students, tell me, if diameter is 2 centimeter, what is the next immediate thing comes to our mind? Perfect. Radius. If diameter is 2 centimeter, then radius we can say it is 1 centimeter. Yes, perfect. Radius is 1 centimeter. We have got it now. Further, they have said about thickness. Now students, thickness means we can always say the height of the coin. Thickness means height of the coin. So how much is the thickness, that is height of the coin? It is 2 millimeter. Now students, one very important thing to be noted here. In this entire sum, all the dimensions are in centimeter except thickness. Thickness is in 2 millimeters. Now millimeter, how to convert millimeter to centimeter? Now this conversion we all should know. 1 centimeter comprises of 10 millimeter. You can see in our scale. On the scale, the markings are given. 1 centimeter is nothing but 10 millimeter. So can we say 1 millimeter is 1/10 part of 1 centimeter? So 2 millimeter would be 2/10 part of centimeter, and 2/10 means 0.2 centimeter. Students, I again like to repeat this. 1 millimeter means 1/10 part. So 2 millimeter means 2/10 part of 1 centimeter. So 2 millimeter is 2/10, and 2/10 can be written as 0.2 centimeter. Did you understand this? Yes. So now we know thickness. Students, what is the question? Question means what is asked to us. I'm not asking the information given. What has been asked to us? What are we supposed to find? If you see, the question is asked, how many coins were made? From this one cuboid, how many coins were made? Now students, we know this metal parallelopipe was melted and is converted into coins, right? This cuboid was melted and converted into coins. Now students, the word melted is a hint in this sum. Remember it, whenever we melt an object, that object turns into liquid. Of a liquid, we cannot measure area. I repeat again, we cannot measure area of a liquid, but we can measure its volume. So whenever word melted comes in our syllabus henceforth in this chapter, it should be very clear in our mind, we are dealing with volume of the objects in this sum. So since metal parallelopipe is melted and coins are made out of it, so what can you say about their volumes? A cuboid is melted and coins are made. So what can you say about their volumes? Yes. We can say that their volumes are equal. So students, tell me, is it the case that volume of one cuboid is equal to volume of one coin? Is it the case? No. Because from one cuboid, one coin is not made. That's why they're asking a question, how many coins are made? That means it is a hint given to us that from one cuboid, there are many coins made. And how many coins are made? That is the question they have asked to us. So here volumes are equal. So whose volumes are equal? Volume of one cuboid is equal to volume of all the coins made. Is it clear to all of you? So here, since we don't know the number of coins made, what we can say is let the number of coins made be n. So if we represent the number of coins as n, now we have a formula to discuss. N into volume of coin is equal to volume of cuboid. Is anybody having a doubt in this part? So n into volume of one coin, because how many coins are made? We don't know. So we have assumed it as n. So n into volume of one coin is equal to volume of cuboid. N into volume of coin. Now coin is a cylinder. So volume of cylinder, come on, tell me what is the formula? Yes, volume of cylinder is pi r square h. But students, h in this sum, there are two h. One h is of cuboid. Can you see at the start 10 centimeter? Height is 10 centimeter. And thickness of cylinder is also h. So to avoid confusion, we will consider the thickness as h1. Again, I repeat, to avoid this confusion, we'll consider the thickness of cylinder as h1. So volume of coin is volume of cylinder. So formula would be pi r1 square h1. Because height of cylinder is height thickness of coin. So h1 we have assumed. And since we are assuming h1, r को भी हमने r1 बोला है ताकि रिदम में निकल जाता है. Now r को r ही रख सकते हैं या r1 भी ले सकते हैं. That is our choice. But we have made it pi r1 square h1. The volume of cuboid is L into B into H. Now we'll substitute the values. N into pi, 22 upon 7. Okay. R1, that is radius, 1 centimeter. So radius is R square. So 1 into 1. H1 means thickness. It is 0.2. And 0.2 is nothing but 2 upon 10. So we have taken 2 upon 10 here for easy calculation. Length is 16, breadth is 11, and height is 10. So 16 into 11 into 10. Is it clear? Now students, somebody might be having a doubt. Here, how did we come to know that we have to take the value of pi as 22 upon 7 and not as 3.14? Students, here it is very clear, 3.14 will not satisfy the calculation. It will make our calculation slightly tougher. So 22 upon 7 is an easy way. You can take 3.14, but 22 upon 7 is the easy way. That's why I said this sum is a very important one. Okay. Now n is equal to 16 into 11 into 10. These numbers are already on the right hand side. Can you see 22 upon 7 ka 7? That 7 in the denominator will go on the right hand side in the numerator. And 2 upon 10 ka 10 in the denominator will go in the right hand side in the numerator. So n is equal to 16 into 11 into 10 into 10 into 7. I hope all of you have understood this calculation. Left hand side का 22 upon 7 का 7 and 2 upon 10 का 10. ये दोनों terms जो denominator में थे वो right hand side के numerator में चले गए हैं. And left hand side के numerator के terms right hand side में जब जाएंगे तो denominator में चले जाएंगे. तो 22 denominator में चले जाएगा right hand side में and 2 upon 10 का 2 जो numerator में था left hand side में that will go to the denominator in the right hand side. So it is 22 into 2. If anybody is seeing it as 22.2, point means multiplication. So it is 22 into 2. Now I want all of you all to do the calculation on your own. Calculate this sum and get the answer. I'm giving you exactly 1 minute for the 2 minutes for the calculation. Calculate it. Don't wait for me to get the answer. Do your calculations on your own. Yes. So all of you have got this answer. N is equal to 2800. So how many coins were made? We can say from a parallelopipe, 2800 coins were made. Is it clear to all of you? So this sum has come for 3 marks, or it has come for 4 marks as well. A very important sum. I want all of you to note down this sum. I'm giving you 2 minutes to note it down. Okay, just note it down fast. No need of drawing the figures. Okay, you can just note it down. No need of writing the question as well. Finished? Okay. So students, this was the last sum for today's lecture. We have completed all the sums. I want all of you all to note the sum for homework. Problem set 7, sum number 1, sub question 5. There were 4 options given. If there are 4 options, you have to identify the correct option. Now students, I'm just helping you out. If all the 4 options are seen to you, in almost all the 3 options, the value of pi remains the same. That means it is a hint given to us. Do not substitute the value of pi. Okay, keep pi as it is in the solving so that you'll get the answer. No? And students, I will also submit one more assignment based on the current lecture, today's lecture. Every lecture there would be one assignment. 4 to 5 sums would be given to you all per assignment, per lecture, so that you have a habit and you're already doing something at home. Because maximum solving you do, better are the chances that you'll be improvising yourself in this chapter. Got it? Okay.